And Abu Ubaidah, Amr ibn al-Jarrah, anhu, when he received the third message from the leader of believers, Umar ibn Khattab, he called Abu Musa al-Ash'ari to take a look the situation for the believers. No doubting, Abu Ubaidah Amr ibn al-Jarrah, he turned back to make sure his family is okay. He found his wife, she got infected by the virus. And the wife passed away, unfortunately. And he himself, he got infected by the virus. He had a lot of pain. Before he lived this life, before he passed away, he chose Mu'adh bin Jabal to be a leader for the believers in Palestine. And he chose Mu'adh bin Jabal radiallahu anhu. And Mu'adh bin Jabal also, he got infected by the virus. Before he passed away, his son Abdurrahman radiallahu anhu, he passed away first before the father, before Mu'adh bin Jabal also, he passed away. And Mu'adh bin Jabal also, before he passed away, he chose Amr bin As radiallahu anhu to be a leader for the believers in Palestine at that time. And Amr bin As, when Mu'adh bin Jabal chose him to be a leader, he quarantined the Sahaba. He makes sure they are not together, which is Amr bin As. He makes sure some of the Sahaba, they stay in the mountains. Some of them far away. At that time, my brothers and sisters, they pray prayers, 5 daily prayers, Fajr, Zuhur, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, separate. In between the Sahabi to next Sahabi, in between them, almost, as the scholar said, 7 to 8 feet. Everybody of them pray separate his salat. Some of them on the mountains, some on the sea, some on the desert. They try to quarantine among them. And this virus keeps spreading till the quarantine among them. This incident happened after Prophet ﷺ passed away 7 years. At that time, Umar ibn Khattab, he didn't complete on his leadership, maybe 4 years, 3 years. The scholars mention. That's the first virus happened after Prophet ﷺ passed away, during the period of Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu. The second time, the virus infected by the Sahaba in Busra, in Iraq at that time. Most of the Sahaba, they passed away. The second incident, the second virus happened in Busra, in Iraq at that time, one of the big city of Iraq, Busra. And the third time, virus happened in Hijaz, in Mecca and Medina. Most of the Sahaba, they lost their family. Like Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu, Prophet ﷺ supplication for him to have a large family, to have a huge family. When the virus infected by people of Medina, Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu, he lost almost 73 from his family. Prophet ﷺ, during his lifetime, he supplicated for Anas bin Malik radiallahu anhu. He have large family, he have huge family. So when the virus happened, infected the Sahaba, the companions in Medina, Anas bin Malik, he one of those who lost huge family. He lost almost 73 from his family. After that, the virus also happened among of the Sahaba. It's called Ta'un al-Fatayat. This virus, most of those who lost their life, the ladies, and also Hadath virus also among of the Sahaba, Ta'un Jarif, that's the name of the virus. Virus Jaros. This also virus killed a lot of Sahaba at that time. Almost thousands of Sahaba daily lost their life during this virus called Ta'un al-Jarif. And also, in the year 218, the people of Egypt at that time, they infected by virus in Egypt. Imam al-Dhahabi, he mentioned his book. Ibn Kathir, he mentioned his book. He said, this virus, in the year 218, they lost the kings, the rich people, the wealthy people. Most of the scholars in Egypt, they lost their life during this virus happened 218 years. And also, we have the virus infect Sahaba and the Tabi'in. In the Tabi'in, by the year 406, this virus happened in the Busra. Imam Hafiz al-Dhahabi and Imam Ibn Kathir, they mention, say because this virus happened in Busra, most of the masajid, most of the house of worship closed. A lot of Sahaba, they lost their life during this virus happened in the year 280. And the year also 406, virus also infected by people in Busra. Imam al-Dhahabi, Imam Hafiz ibn they mention a lot. Imam al-Dhahabi and Imam Hafiz ibn Kathir, they wrote a book about it. And also, virus happened in 448 years in Andalus and Masr, in Spain and Egypt. Imam al-Dhahabi also mentioned most of the masajid, place of worship, closed. And Imam Ibn Kathir also mentioned the virus also happened in the 479 years. 479 years. So my dear brothers and sisters, in Islamic history, this is not a new. Whoever read Islamic history, whoever read the history of Sahaba, whoever read the history of companions, you know, coronavirus is not a new. The virus, the one infect the companions and the tabi'in and the tabi'in in 479 years. Imam Ibn Kathir called the virus Ta'un al-Kabir. This virus happened, infect people in Damascus, one of the great city, one of the big city in Syria. So one of the scholars, he advised the mankind at that time, the tabi'in, not to go close to each other. Stay away from crowd. I mean, social distance. And they said, we need to supplicate. We need to come together in the masjid to pray. And they went to the masjid. And Imam Ibn Kathir, he said, لا شك أن هذا بسبب اختلاط المريض بالصحيح. So because those who are stable condition, they combined with sick people. That's why they get infected by the virus. And Imam Ibn Kathir, he said, in our time, in his time, in Egypt also, the virus infect people in Cairo. He said, فكان العدد الذين يموتون دون الأربعين daily. So those who lost their life, those who died daily, less than 40. And the people said, oh, let us fast 3 days. After fasting 3 days, they come together in the masjid. They supplicate dua, as normally we do. The scholars mention in the book, we fast when we ask Allah for the rain. They think it's similar. They fast 3 days. After fasting, they come together in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَاجْتَمَعُوا وَدَعَوْا وَأَقَامُوا سَاعَةً. So they come together, they fast 3 days, they went to the masjid, they supplicate dua, وَزَادَ الْأَرَى الْمَوْتَى. When they come together in the masjid, they supplicate dua. Next 2 days, before the death is 40, but when they come together in the masjid in the house of Allah, it's increase. Imam Ibn Kathir, he said, almost daily, over 1,000 Sahaba, over 1,000 companions, over 1,000 of Tabi'in, they pass away daily. Why? Because they come together in the house of Allah, in the masjid. One of the companions, he advised them not to come together. He said to them to separate. كما ذكر Imam Al-Mumbanji rahimahullah. He advised them not to come together. Stay where you are. We have to quarantine. We got to quarantine ourselves. They said no. We got to fast and come together in the house of Allah to worship. So after they did that, the virus spread more. Imam Ibn Kathir, he said, on that time, after they come together in the masjid, they pray, they make dua, which is good. But they're not supposed to do it in the masjid. They should do it at home. So izdad al-adad, increase the amount of those who pass away. Before, 40 or less. But after they come together in the masjid, it's increased to thousands. And also in Islamic history, virus infect. As Imam Al-Maqri, he mentioned in his book, Kitab al-Suluk, he said, Amma al-Alam. He said the virus also happened in the year 714 Hijri, of the Prophet migrated from Mecca to Medina. He said, Amma al-Alam. That virus is the whole universe. كثير لم يشهد مثله. He said, it's a lot. We never find it in Islamic history. He said, تعطل به آذان وغلقت أكثر المساجد. So because of this virus, they stopped calling adhan for salat. And most of the masajid, lot of masajid is closed. He said because of this, Imam Hafiz ibn Hajar, he lost his 3 of his daughters for this virus, the one who happened 833 years after Hijrah of the Prophet ﷺ. He migrated from Mecca to Medina. That's why Imam Hafiz ibn Hajar Asqalani, he wrote a book, Badal al-Ma'un fi Fadl al-Ta'un. That's the name of his book. Badal al-Ma'un fi Fadl al-Ta'un. Because during this incident, during this virus, he lost his 3 daughters. Imam Hafiz ibn Hajar, he lost his daughters, 3 daughters. And he wrote a book, مثل المعون في فضل الطاعون. The difference, my dear brothers and sisters, between this virus, coronavirus, and the virus who get infected by the companions back in days. These days, we have a lot of technology. We have medical doctors. We have lab. We have machines to check. We have thermometer. But at that time, they have no technology. Umar ibn Khattab, he sent a message to Abu Ubaidah. Before Abu Ubaidah, he received that message, maybe going to take him long, couple of months from Medina to Sham, Palestine. They have no medical doctors. So they try, among of them, to quarantine, social distance. People stay in their houses. This is not the first time the masjid has been closed. Imam Ibn Kathir, he said, most of the masajid at that time was closed. Even Muadhin, a brother to call Adhan al Masjid, he said, everybody pray in his home. So my brothers and sisters, in Islam, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he's the first one who give us medicine to quarantine ourselves, not to come together. And Umar ibn Khattab, he sent a message to Abu Ubaidah Amr ibn Jarrah before he passed away in the ta'un, in the virus in Palestine, to separate some of the Sahaba still in the mountains. And also after Abu Amr ibn Jarrah, Ubaidah, he passed away, Amr ibn As also, he makes sure they are not together. Some of the Sahaba still on the mountains, some of the Sahaba on the sea, some of the Sahaba on the desert. Even different narrations, some of the Sahaba, they stay on the trees just to quarantine themselves. So my brothers and sisters, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who get infected by this virus, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them good health. Those who pass away, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on them. Those who have their own health, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them and guide them. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه ولا تجعل ملتبسا علينا فنضل. اللهم أنت خالقنا ورازقنا، اللهم أنت القوي ونحن الضعفاء إليك، اللهم أنت الغني ونحن الفقراء إليك. يا حليم يا الله، يا رزاق يا الله، يا وهاب يا الله، يا غافر يا الله. اللهم إنا نسألك بأنك أنت الله الفرد الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم إنا نسألك بأنك أنت الله الفرد الأحد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يكن له كفوا. اللهم ارفع عنا الوباء والزلازل وسوء الفتن ما ظهر منها وبطن. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من البرص والجذام والجنون ومن سيء الأسقام. اللهم ارفع عنا الوباء والزلازل وسوء الفتن ما ظهر منها وبطن. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to pass this virus like a wind. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send a cure from He Himself. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us, guide us. My dear brothers and sisters, month of Ramadan, month of blessing, month of khairat, we supplicate dua a lot, especially when we want to break our fast. When the sun set, we want to break our fast, we supplicate dua a lot. Because the Messenger of Allah said, لِلصَّائِمِ فَرْحَتَانِ فَرْحَةٌ إِنَّ الْفِطْرِ وَفَرْحَةٌ إِنَّ اللِّقَاءِ رَبِّي. The one who fasts, he have two happies. He want to break his fast, he supplicate dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will respond, he promise. And also when you fast, you lost your life, you die shaheed. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Nas'alullah illa anta. نستغفرك ونتوب إليك وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. What I said, if it is good, from Allah. If it is not good, from I myself, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiveness. Subhanakallahumma wa hamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk, wa akhir da'wana, and alhamdulillah rabbil alameen.